No, I have one more before we go. Something that's new out there right now in the iTunes store. This one is also free, but it's really interesting. It's called news.me. You do need a Twitter account and you do need an iPad. If you don't have a Twitter account, you can easily get one. Hopefully by now you all do. What you'll see basically is it creates news through Twitter, through people you follow, through so at the top, you'll see it's got my picture here. That's what I have up on my Twitter. And it's got a highlighted row of followers, not mine per se, but people that I follow up at the top. I can click on whoever I want, and it will pull in his or her stream of people they follow. But it does it in an interface kind of more where, it's pulling, the characters and building a story. So you can really just kind of see how people are intaking the news based on their Twitter feed, which I think, there's a couple different apps that are out there that do that, but this one is pretty nice, and it has the option at the top here. You click on the Safari link, so you can either view it as a straight news story, or you can view it in a more internet browser interface if you have the option to do so. But like some apps that I hate, sometimes when you browse off or you see something that takes you to either one of the browsers and you can never get back to the app, or you have to close out. Like this one has the arrow, it takes you back, it's not taking you out of the app. Because for me, that drives me absolutely nuts. You can obviously do all the same. You can share the story, share on Twitter, email, save into. So it's nice and it's fun and it's interesting. You can take out people who you follow. There's the reading option, so you can filter things. You can pick your Twitter favorites, people who you follow who are your favorite. You can streamline. What do we got here? You can save stories and just kind of refresh. So I just thought it was kind of fun and neat, a different way to see your Twitter interface besides, Twitter for the iPad, and change it out and then kind of see your Twitter feed in a whole different way. So, because I was like, these aren't things that I posted stories on, because that's not what happens, but it's basically, like for me, I was like, oh, look at this. Keyboard dock turns iPhone into computer touchpad. sometimes you skip over things, and sometimes it's not easy to see everything. This, I feel like, just makes your articles that you're following on Twitter much easier to see.
It seems like a fuller featured, but maybe slightly less. Have you used Flipboard at all?
Yes.
So it seems in that vein, same kind of idea, more granular features. Flipboard tries really hard to be extremely organic, easy to set up. You do it once and it figures it out for you. But at the same time, maybe not as stylish as Flipboard, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It seems much more sort of focused. This is what the story, whereas Flipboard tries to be cute with, here's a picture every now and then, and different layouts now and then.
I feel like this one was just a little more streamlined. You can kind of, it's like you can change as you go. So it's not like you set it up and it's all, that's the way it is. You can kind of, depending on what mood you're in, you can view the Twitter news or feeds in the way that you want to see them. And it's free.
And free is good.